Arizona's players are disappointed after Saturday's loss to NAU, but are optimistic about the team's growth. They're not looking back, they're simply aiming to improve as they prepare to face Oregon.
We also have the mentality that we want to win the game. I mean, last time we played Oregon and they were ranked 8th in 2018, they came in here and we beat them pretty bad. So, I mean, it's college football. Like I said, on Saturday, you never know what's going to happen. So we're going into this game expecting to win. It's not, just another game to just go play and have fun. It's a game to prepare and to win. Like, pretty much games that we all could have won. Like, if things go a little different in every game, they all could have been a different outcome. But since we lost, I mean, we talk about being positive and just moving on to the next because we know how good we can be. So if we play like we do in practice and as good we can be, then we can win games.
Anthony Pandy was just talking about leadership and mentioned you as one of the leaders of this team. What's the message you try to get to the younger players and to the quarterbacks as you guys are trying to get over the top?
Stay focused, stay locked in. I mean, there's a lot that goes into games when you're losing and when you're winning, and it's good to be happy when you're winning, and it's good to stay focused when you're winning, but when you're losing, you got to know that there's a brighter side, and you just got to be ready to go at all times because you never know when your name's going to be called. Just be ready to go. Just keep fighting every play.
Jed said on Monday, basically, when the team did get together, the players were disappointed, but not devastated. Do you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, we're disappointed. I mean, we know that we have 9 more games left, and it's Pac-12 play, so now it's just time to lock in and learn from all of the mistakes that we made on Saturday and the previous game. So being devastated is how teams fall apart. Being disappointed is how teams grow. So of course you're going to be disappointed, and now we just got to grow from it. Don't dwell on the past too much, like I always say, and just focus on next in the bigger picture. Because we have 9 Pac-12 games, and if we could win some of these games, just turn the season.
That night,
I was a little frustrated, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but it's in the past now.
And what did you guys tell each other after the game?
We got to worry about Oregon. We got to get better. Got to get coached, learn situational football better, things like that. Pretty much.
How would you describe what the mood was like when the team got back together on Sunday?
Ready to be coached. Ready to go into Oregon week. Ready to win a game.
What was Coach Brown's main message to you guys?
I mean, we had a lot of turnovers on defense, but we got to just do better. We can't let 14 points be given up on our defense regardless of who we're playing.
How would you assess how the defense has played overall so far this season?
I feel like towards the beginning of the season we started kind of slow, but now we're finding our feet, and I think we're just going to keep improving as the season goes on.
A lot of your numbers are better as a defense. Do you take any satisfaction in that, or is it the fact that the scoreboard says what it says, kind of wipe all that out?
Pretty much, it's just the end of the score. I mean, we could accomplish what we want to do on defense, but if we don't get a win, we don't get a win.
How do you guys approach this game? Do you have sort of a, we got nothing to lose, shock the world kind of
Yeah, we
attitude?
really don't have anything to lose. I mean, we're 0-3 right now. We just got to trust our coaches, trust our coaching, trust our keys, and we need to play sound defense and just not let up any points.
Have you tried to lead? Who are some of the other guys that have stepped up to keep you guys going when things aren't going your way?
Joshua Brown, he stepped up pretty big. Stan, obviously. C-Rose talks when he needs to, but pretty much everyone on defense kind of holds each other accountable. So I think on defense, everyone's pretty much the leader.
Do you think you guys have got it down, what you're trying to do on defense? That his 3 games has shown that you guys have bought in and know exactly what you need to do with Don Brown's defense?
Yeah, I think we know what we need to do, but we just need to execute a little bit better. So that's what the coaching's for, that's what the practice is for, and we just need to keep getting better.
You may have answered this before, but what's morale like to a team that's lost 3 games and that's the longest losing streak in the nation? How do you stay positive?
We're just trying to get a win. We trust our coaches, we trust our process, we're doing all this hard work, and we just want the world to see how hard we're working. So that's what the morale is, will keep us going.
Tuesday, we also spoke to Arizona's 2 coordinators who explained the needed improvements on both sides before heading into conference play.
Why do you think the offensive line has struggled the first few games?
It's a couple different things. We've got some variations in our technique that we gotta cut out, and there's some better plays we can call for them, be more effective. keep working on themselves.
Why is Jordan McLeod not more ready after the
I think he is ready. I think he's going to go in and we're going to get a great evaluation process this week. All three guys will be evaluated. And I think he's got a shot to do some good things this week.
With no one having really stepped up and seized the job, claimed it as their own, how difficult is that for a team, for an offense? What sort of effect does that have?
It would be easier if it was one guy taking the job over, but we're stressing competition, so we're hoping that after this week we can kind of figure out and solidify the situation, keep grinding.
Is there anything you can pinpoint that's happening with the offensive line that needs fixing, or what are some of the major things that you've got?
Right now it's just cleaning up techniques. Our guys aren't getting overmatched physically really in any of the three games. It's just we have to keep working on doing the right thing for the right play down after down.
How many guys are playing kind of substantial amounts?
Really 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And Baker being the 6th.
Is that a good number for you? Is that where you want it to be, or do you need more guys?
No, I think it's fine where we are for our current roster. I think that's what we'll kind of rotate with. We'll push some more guys this week, and then even coming with the bye week is a great chance to get some more guys in the rotation.
How much further along would you have expected the offense to be by this point? Are you short of where you think you ought to be, or where do you think you are?
Yeah, we would love to have not happen to keep working on this quarterback position, but it is what it is, and we're going to keep grinding through it, and we're going to keep finding ways to get those guys to be real confident and play really well. But that's just one position. We've had issues across the board, just being in the right spot at the right time. So we'll work on everything.
That's the reality of it. We can't have any penalties, but no, I think he's playing at a high level.
You used him in the slot a little bit more, maybe in the nickel package. How can he be effective in that area of the field?
Well, when you're in that position, you got to cover the guys, and he's proved that he can be a quality cover guy, whether he's on the edge or he's over number 2, which is a beautiful thing, and I also think it'll be really good for his future as well.
Have you experienced Autzen Stadium before? Or played in it,
No.
coached in it?
Nope.
What are you expecting, though? Or what have you heard about it?
Just getting ready to coach my guys in an important football game, first Pac-12 game, so that's what I'm focused on.
Couple more questions, what's your biggest takeaway from watching the Oregon offense?
They run the ball. I like their offensive line. I think they've got a solid offensive line that'll present some challenges to us. The spread run game is obviously conflicts you, but everybody's running it now. I mean, it's the way of the world. So it's we just gotta come up with a good plan and make sure our guys can execute it and be in good shape.
I'm now joined by senior editor Matt Moreno. We talked to Brennan Carroll today. What's your latest read on the quarterback situation?
Well, to me, it still kind of sounds like it's going to be Jordan McLeod. When we talked to Jet Fish on Monday, he wasn't really sure. Still said they're going to evaluate things the first couple days of practice and then kind of make a decision midweek about who it's going to be or what their plan is even going to be. Maybe we'll see more than one guy. But to me, based on listening to Brennan Carroll and just basically what he was talking about and judging kind of what he had to say, it feels to me like it's going to be Jordan McLeod. Whether there's someone else or not, we don't know. I don't think there will be. I don't think that's the plan, at least. But I do think we'll see Jordan McLeod get his opportunity. He obviously has the most experience among that group, played pretty well against NAU to finish up the game, led Arizona on a scoring drive, almost led them to tie the game, had a big miscue on the 2-point conversion that Jed Fish mentioned on Monday. He didn't want to throw him under the bus, but I think, he said that was on him he made a check down, didn't tell someone what was going on, and, it resulted in Arizona not being able to tie the game. So he does have some things to work on, but I think this staff wants to see what he has and what he can do running this offense. Obviously, it's a difficult opponent, but I think to me it feels like Jordan McLeod is going to end up getting the start. We'll find out for sure later in the week.
And based on what the players said today, how well do you think they're going to be able to compete Saturday?
I think their head is in the right place. I think there's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of disappointment, I think, but I thought Stanley Berryhill had a very good thing to say when he talked about, this team isn't devastated because devastated teams fall apart. They're just disappointed. They're really disappointed. And so I think that's coming across right now. I don't think these players are talking about, hey, they're going to go out and win the Pac-12. I think they still believe they can, which is a positive thing for this team. But I think they also understand the reality of the situation in which, not everything is perfect right now. And there's a lot of things that have to go right for this team to start winning games. And I think they understand that. So I think the mindset is in the right place. It feels like everyone is still on board with the coaching staff, which is very positive. You need that to pull out a win, and whether it's this week or in the weeks to come. But I think their head is still in the right place. We'll see what happens come Saturday. It all comes down to talent, and Oregon just has so much more talent than Arizona right now. But we've seen upsets all across college football already this season. We see them every year. We see a team like this, like Arizona, have no reason to beat a team like Oregon and go in there and do it. So I think there is a reason to be a little bit optimistic, but I think the players still have the right mindset right now, even coming off such a disappointing and just horrible loss against NAU over the weekend. They're not crushed, and I think that's something positive for this team to build on.
We'll have continuing coverage throughout the week. With Matt Moreno, I'm Averie Klonowski for GOAZCATS.com.